Asia is entering a new travel era in 2026, and Western tourists are walking into a region that feels unfamiliar in ways they can't fully explain. Luxury still looks polished from the outside, but the emotional heartbeat that once defined Asia has shifted beneath the surface. Travelers describe a strange mix of beauty and emptiness, like visiting a destination they recognize but no longer fully connect with. Cities that once overflowed with energy now feel quieter, softer, and more restrained than the advertisements promise. Bangkok's nightlife still shines, but the rhythm feels different, slower, more fragmented, almost hesitant. Tokyo remains immaculate, yet many visitors sense a growing emotional distance beneath the perfection. In Bali, the sunsets are still spectacular, but the magic feels diluted by rising costs and shifting regulations. Singapore dazzles with skyscrapers, but the human warmth behind the service feels more scripted than natural. Seoul's viral hotspots attract crowds, yet the excitement on social media doesn't match the slower energy on the ground. Hong Kong's skyline still impresses, but the city's emotional intensity has softened in ways veterans immediately notice. Western travelers describe the same unsettling feeling across the region: beauty without depth. Luxury hotels appear flawless, but many feel strangely empty despite high arrival numbers. The service is technically perfect, but lacks the emotional warmth Asia was once famous for. Restaurants look full, yet conversations feel quieter and staff seem stretched thin. Many tourists say the region feels like it's wearing a mask, polished but not present. Economic changes are reshaping the hospitality industry faster than tourists can keep up with. Countries across Asia are adapting to a new travel audience with different expectations and spending habits. Rising operational costs are forcing hotels to adjust service levels in ways travelers notice immediately. Labor shortages have left many luxury properties understaffed even as prices continue to rise. Tourists who once felt pampered now feel processed, moving through experiences that lack emotional weight. The old model of unlimited hospitality is fading, replaced by efficiency and structure. Western travelers sense this shift not through what they see, but through what they feel missing. Atmosphere matters in luxury travel, and the atmosphere across Asia is quietly transforming. Travelers are beginning to ask whether the region is changing, or whether their expectations are outdated. Social media plays a massive role in widening the gap between imagination and reality. Influencers showcase curated perfection that doesn't reflect the mood on the ground. Viral clips create unrealistic expectations Western travelers subconsciously carry with them. Tourists arrive expecting overwhelming energy but find a gentler, quieter version of Asia instead. Luxury has not disappeared, it has evolved into something calmer and more introspective. Travelers now seek connection, but what they find is structure and precision. The emotional spark that once defined Asia's hospitality is flickering. In many destinations, locals are adjusting to a tourism model built on sustainability rather than excess. New government policies have reshaped everything from nightlife hours to hotel licensing. Visitors who return year after year say the differences are subtle but unmistakable. It feels like Asia is taking a breath, stepping back from its own rapid growth. Tourists who rush through itineraries miss the signs, but slower travelers feel the shift instantly. Luxury hotels report high occupancy yet lower visible activity, creating a strange sense of emptiness. Public spaces feel calmer, as if the region is collectively slowing down. This calm would feel peaceful if not for the underlying tension visitors can't quite identify. Many Western travelers describe it as beauty without emotional resonance. Others say the destinations feel drained, like cities recovering from an invisible storm. Asia has entered a transitional phase where old expectations collide with new realities. The tourism boom created an illusion of endless demand that no longer exists. Countries now face the challenge of rebuilding travel identity with more intention. Western travelers sense this rebuilding in real time, often without understanding it. Behind the scenes, hotels and tourism boards are rewriting their strategies for a slower, more selective travel era. Luxury is becoming more experiential and less performative. Instead of extravagance, the new focus is on intentional comfort and emotional grounding. Western visitors accustomed to high-energy travel now face a gentler, more introspective Asia. Some love the shift, but many feel disoriented by the new atmosphere. The region's emotional tone is changing, creating a disconnect between visuals and experience. Travelers arrive expecting excitement but receive contemplation. This emotional mismatch explains why many tourists say Asia feels different in 2026. The landscapes are the same, the skyline's unchanged, but the spirit has shifted. Luxury travel across Asia is entering a new chapter defined by balance and restraint. Western tourists who adapt to this shift find a deeper kind of beauty waiting beneath the surface. Those who cling to old expectations leave disappointed, convinced the region has lost its magic. Asia hasn't lost its magic, it has simply changed its rhythm. Travelers who slow down discover a version of Asia more authentic than the high-energy one promoted online. The 2026 travel landscape rewards emotional presence over fast itineraries. The Western tourist who embraces this change experiences Asia in a way few ever do. For others, the shift feels like a silent crisis they can't articulate. This confusion is shaping online reviews, word of mouth, and traveler expectations globally. Luxury destinations must now decide whether to restore their old energy or embrace a calmer identity. Every country is choosing a different path, creating even more complexity for visitors. Thailand balances high-energy tourism with quiet islands seeking reset. Japan maintains perfection but reduces emotional labor behind the scenes. Bali experiments with sustainability while trying to preserve its soul. Singapore prioritizes structure over warmth, leaning into its polished identity. Seoul amplifies its global image but struggles to match the energy offline. Hong Kong rebuilds emotionally while maintaining visual grandeur. Asia is not declining, it is redefining itself. Western tourists are simply catching up to the shift. The region's new reality is neither better nor worse, only different. In 2026, the key to understanding Asia is letting go of outdated expectations. The traveler who adapts discovers a quieter, more intentional form of luxury. Those who don't will continue to wonder why the world's most beloved region suddenly feels unfamiliar. Asia hasn't changed for the worse, it has changed for the future.